The Augustana College Football Report is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Joining me now is Augustana football coach Brad Salem. Well, Brad, last Saturday, quite a football game, very exciting over at Kirkby Stadium, another great crowd on hand. The Vikings battled Concordia-St. Paul. It was a thriller. The Vikings came out on top 30-23. Your thoughts?
Well, yeah, it was a tight ball game, and it's always good to be back home and to create a winning streak at our home field. And it was a game that went back and forth, and we had to play all the way to the fourth quarter. And great to see us finish, the last 5 series and guys rise up and make plays when we needed to.
Well, super victory. Let's take a look at the game. Let's talk first about the offense.
Well, offensively, we've had a couple injuries with some of our skill guys, and Luke Butler was unable to go, so we're excited to have Josh Hansen have his first opportunity with a college start, and really did a nice job, in the first 3 series. He marched us down in the second one to a nice touchdown, and then the third one got us all the way down to the, inside the 20, and unfortunately he got injured. So then we put Tyler Schulte back at quarterback and kind of got us into more of a run mode or maybe a play action pass, and Joe Clark ended up being our MVP and really did a tremendous job and had over 160 yards, and in his career now he's officially a 2,000-yard rusher for Augustana, and then Nate Mahone came along obviously and had a lot of big runs and ended up over 100 yards, and so it's good to see us get the run game going and really be explosive on the ground.
Yeah, great victory for the Vikings. Let's move over to defense.
Well, I think defensively, we did a great job with in a sense, creating field position and got some turnovers down in the red zone when our backs were against the wall and forced them to 2 field goals. One was an unfortunate turnover by us offensively to create the field position they get when at half to go in 14-6 and put pressure on the quarterback and held him to 76 yards rushing and rose up and made plays in the second half and responded after our score to take the lead with a 3-and-out and then also a 4th down stop. And so we had some big plays. And Brady McIver was our MVP there with 3 quarterback pressures and a fumble recovery and 7 tackles. And so it's neat to see him as a junior and a defensive end make some plays for us.
Well, we've talked about the injuries here, and they've kind of gone all the way across the board. And as we talk about special teams, one of the injuries took Josh Hansen out. So talk a little bit about special teams.
Yeah, we kind of knew going into the game with Josh if he was going to be the quarterback, and we determined that before the game that Drew Behrens, our freshman kicker, would take the kicks. It is obviously might be tough playing quarterback and kicking. And Drew's done an outstanding job and earned the kickoff position, and so now it's his chance to be the guy doing field goals. And he ended up basically making the game winner when it was tied 20-20 in the fourth quarter, hit a field goal to take the 3-point lead, and did a tremendous job on kickoffs, and so we're excited about him as a young kicker. And then our MVP on special teams was Dan O'Keefe, and did a phenomenal job as far as coverage stuff, and is a guy that's really showing up for us as one of our young players.
Well, let's talk here a little bit about the quarterback situation. It's Monday when we're filming this, so obviously we don't know much, but how do you feel about things here with people banged up?
We'll have a quarterback. We'll figure out who that is on Saturday. Luke will be ready. It was good in a sense to get him rested this weekend and get through just recovering through his injury. And it's just a bruise that he's got to just get the stiffness out and get out and move. And so, we're looking forward to having him in there now. Josh Hansen will be out for a couple weeks, so that would put Tyler as the backup, but we kind of need him at the receiver spot too. So we'll see what happens Saturday. Get ready for Mankato.
Yeah. That is this afternoon. 3 o'clock, big football game over at Mankato. The Mavericks are 5-0, coming off a huge win over Winona State. They've won a couple overtime games. They're a good football team, Brad.
Very good. Number 7 in the country, so it's another top 10 road game for us, and it's a challenge that we got to rise up and just play consistently, and it's going to take all 3 phases, and so we just got to give a great effort Saturday.
Yeah. Anything surprised you so far in the NSIC as far as the teams?
You kind of look at just the balance a little bit and just how evenly matched teams are, in a sense that you look at the South, and we've got 4 of the 7 have been in the top 25 or are in it, and so it's a very competitive league. And Concordia's got a young team, but has played some teams close, and they're up on Winona last week, and so we'll see. It'll be a dogfight the rest of the way out.
All right, Brad. Well, good luck to you and your team today and the big one over at Mankato.
Thanks, Bill.
The Augustana Volleyball Report is next. We'll be right back.